Welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, your host for April 20th, 2018. We got some new Anon Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops. We're going to get into those. There's some links, so we're going to be getting into that. I got another little video I'm going to show here. So if you want to get to the updates, I'm going to say go about 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes into this video. So you should be pretty close. We got a lot to go over, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it.
The whole system that we live in drills into us that we're powerless, that we're weak, that our society is evil, that it's crime-ridden, etc., and so forth. It's all a big fat lie. We are powerful, beautiful, extraordinary. There is no reason why we cannot understand who we truly are, where we are going. There is no reason why the average individual cannot be fully empowered. We are incredibly powerful beings.
You know, I think I spent 30 years of my life, in the first 30, trying to become something. I wanted to become good at things. I wanted to become good at tennis. I wanted to become good at school and grades and everything I kind of viewed in that perspective. I'm not okay the way I am, but if I got good at things, I realized that I had the game wrong. That the game was to find out what I already was. Find out what I already was.
Culture, we've been trained for individual differences to stand out. So you look at each person, the immediate hit is brighter, dumber, older, younger, richer, poorer, and we make all these dimensional distinctions, put them in categories and treat them that way. And we get so that we only see others as separate from ourselves in the ways in which they're separate. And one of the dramatic characteristics of experience is being with another person and suddenly seeing the ways in which they are like you, not different from you, and experiencing the fact that which is essence in you and which is essence in me is indeed one. The understanding that there is no other. It is all one. And I wasn't born Richard Alpert, I was just born as a human being, and then I learned this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not, all that's learned along the way.
The old appeals to racial, sexual, and religious chauvinism, to rabid nationalist fervor, are beginning not to work. A new consciousness is developing which sees the earth as a single organism and recognizes that an organism at war with itself is doomed.
Finish his shows with this. Life's like a ride in an amusement park. And when you go on it, you think it's real,
because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored.
And it's very loud, but it's fun for a while. Some have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. I've got a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up.
Look at my furrows of worry.
Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride.
But we'll kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok?
But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride, and we can change it anytime we want.
It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money.
Just a choice right now between fear and love.
All right, folks. Saw some great comments down below from the last couple videos, maybe the last one. But we're going to talk a little more. We'll do the updates, because there's quite a few of them. Okay, so the last one that I did was 1183 in the series. So we'll go to 1184. This came at 1953, which would be 7:53 p.m. Big error. Pelosi admits travel to North Korea. Killbox passed. Archive immediately. They have tried to cover this. Why is this relevant? These people will lose everything. Q. There's a video here. Let me click this. Grab that. Copy. Okay, we got it. Let me put this in here on the fly. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch this.
And here's Edith Pelosi. Good morning, good morning. What a sad week for America with the passing of First Lady Barbara Bush. What a wonderful person she is in our lives. She has been to our country. She brought dignity, civility, and spirit. We all know that, to everything she did. She loved America. She loved her family. We will miss her. The Bush family is in our prayers. Here in the Capitol, we've gone. Wednesday came, and why would we be here on Thursday and Friday to do the people's work? I guess the Republicans want to get out of town on tax week. This year, tax day fell on April 17th, on Tuesday, as their deficit exploding tax scam collapses in the eyes of hardworking Americans.
Jeez.
The $2 trillion plus farm bill does nothing for the soil.
Okay,
More people who would vote for such a bill than have signed up. The intention. And another score. Yes, ma'am.
On the generic ballot, we've seen the gap between Democrats and Republicans narrow significantly since December, January. Are you worried about this, and do you think Democrats aren't doing enough to get their message out there?
No, I'm not concerned at all. We're very positive.
Okay, I think there's a spot here where she admits to going to North Korea. Q's wanting us to see it, so.
Very pleased with the average of the generics, and but you know, elections are elections. Every day counts. There are only 27 Tuesdays left until the election. Do you know that? My grassroots folks remind me of when we're on the phones at night. 27 days we feel very good about it. And not only do we have the number of candidates, the quantity.
Years ago, he said that we should do a new AUMF. He just disagreed with Obama about the details of what it should include. Do you see that shift, GOP leaders now saying that there's no need for a new resolution? What do you attribute that to? Is that
Well, because
just
they have a
trying-
Republican president.
Is that a shift in the new president, or is it a shift in the Republican Party or public sentiment or something deeper than that?
No, I think it's when they have a Republican president, they don't think they should constrain him in any way. I think that's what it is, but you'd have to ask them. Here's the thing. When President Obama was president, he asked for an AUMF. He sent over
About the details of what it should include.
the timetable. How long does it? What is the one thing that we agree on in our caucus, though, is that we should repeal the previous AUMF that is as old as 2001. It's really not an AUMF that you can use. Whatever it may have been, goes on to say, is. An AUMF could make that, give that definition, but go into Syria. So when he was criticizing him and saying he needed congressional approval, you should ask him why he had a change of mind about it. Anyway, thank you all very much.
All right, folks, I don't know.
So a targeted strike like this,
About the details of what it should include.
at all were, and not security risks to the United States. Let's have that discussion. So again, there has to be a mission, there has to be a purpose. Statement. Do not attack Syria, not as in caps. Do not congressional approval. Agreement in the Congress to do that, A, and B.
All right, we're wasting time there. I was trying to. All right, so let me start this. All right, folks. So anyway, she admits, I did watch a video earlier that was broke down of that whole thing, and it just showed it, her going, admitting that she had went there several years ago. But, now it's a real bad idea. And okay, so 13-minute mark. There, he tells us. Dang it. So, hold on. Here we go.
A week later, the only reason President Obama wants to attack Syria is to save face over his very dumb red line statement. Do not attack Syria, not as in caps. Do not attack
Dyer, who's putting a lot of money in.
That they're talking about impeachment, but whether they have the facts in the law floor. But really, what we're talking about is a divisive issue in our caucus. Yes, sir.
Madam Leader, thank you. I want to ask someone to follow up on the North Korea talks. Obviously, those are moving a little closer with the revelation of Pompeo going over
Right.
there. What's your confidence level or skepticism level of those talks right now, and what are realistic expectations? About a month and a half out from a possible meeting. What are realistic expectations?
Well, let me just say that as one of the few members of Congress who has been to Pyongyang, I did a number of years ago as a member of the Intelligence Committee. It's a frightening place. It's a place that is, when I've seen poverty throughout throughout the world, as an appropriator and visited the world to see our initiatives and how helpful they might be in the alleviation of poverty, the eradication of disease. When I went to North Korea, I saw a poverty of spirit that just was mind-boggling in many respects, and it's a difficult place. Our purpose then was to say, we want to talk about MIAs and POWs. We want you to stop proliferating.
Okay. That's enough of her incoherent ramblings, is what I like to call it. So give me a second here. I'll shut her down. Okay. Close out. Okay. So again, sorry it's late. I just wanted to get this video off, so it is going to be a little long, So that was just Q on 1185 telling us it was at the 13-minute mark. Q. Okay, so 1186 in the series. We got the same one. Big error, Pelosi admits. That came at 1953. Q repost that at 20:04, 8:04 p.m. The importance of this cannot be expressed more clearly. Archive offline immediately. Offline only. Future events, reread. Intel trip to North Korea will make heads roll. Future events. Pompeo, most senior official to visit North Korea since. Future proves past. Q. So Q's telling us this is very important. That we need to get it archived. So we'll do that here immediately. Okay, so now we're going to go to 1187. We got an anonymous poster. Post at 2012, 812. Pelosi said her concerns about the North's proliferation deepened after a trip to the North many years ago. When we went to Pyongyang and we talked about missiles, we talked about MIAs and POWs. We talked about home. We talked about a number of subjects. But about the missiles, because the development of missiles was a national security issue of concern, Pelosi said. They said, look, we just make these to sell. You want to buy them? We'll sell them to you, she said. So here is a article. North Korea once offered to sell Nancy Pelosi ballistic missiles. Okay, so 2019, 8:19 p.m. The words used, reread, intel and buying. So we're going to, the words used. Intel and buying / selling will bury her. Think net worths. Classified level highest. Q. Unbelievable. So 1188 in the series, engineers, this came at 21:03, 9:03 p.m. Engineers, data mine, NP +1 +5, all. Architects, build profile 1XD times 7, all. Eyes only. Q. We got 1189. This came at 21:01. See here. Breaking man linked to 9/11 attacks on U.S. captured in Syria. Pentagon says, wow. Who captured? Q puts. So, let's look at this one here. Okay. Profile building, dam of a riddle. Q. ES all connected. Musk was connected. Hunting. Q, can you please address the iOS update keeping mini Anons off Chan? Eyes only, but you posted on 8chan, right? Why didn't you know Pelosi had been quite open about the North Korea before? Time to rip their lungs out. Wait, architects and engineers, 9/11 researchers? It was just reported a man connected to 9/11 was captured in Syria. Are we going to learn the 9/11 truth? Hey, did you all just destroy Dumb near Detroit? Deep underground military. Okay. Memos are fake. This is 1190. Memos are fake. Guided by LL, Loretta Lynch / +3. Classified. Think SC. All written same time. Q. This was at 2111, so 9/11. See if we get a little more context on this. Knew it, Q. Fake memos, narrative change. Yep, see ya. See ya. I thought that was general knowledge. They are saying Dana Boente is cooperating with them, says saying Comey was smart to write them real time. Wiener is the singer. Oh my, let's exploit the little tidbit, shall we, Anons? Understood, Q. POTUS seems in a great mood. Thank you for serving American people with honor and distinction. Gitmo for traitors, glory for patriots. Q, can you wreck this guy? I knew I just posted that. I wouldn't be surprised if it were fake. 111 again in the timestamp. Okay. Okay, so the memos are fake. Guided by LL. Got a man link to 9/11. Who captured? Q put, and this guy's telling him. What makes a good movie? Q. This was 2209, 10:09 p.m. If you don't have a gun, leap off tall building. '94, Jimmy Carter became the first former U.S. president to visit North Korea, where he laid the groundwork for further diplomatic talks. Later that year, the Clinton administration in North Korea signed the agreed framework to freeze North Korea's nuclear program. Most experts agree this was the closest Washington came to a successful deal with North Korea. Pyongyang agreed to freeze construction of nuclear reactors and production of plutonium in exchange for aid and fuel shipments and other economic benefits. 2000, Joe Myong-Rok, a senior North Korean military leader, visited Washington to meet President Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton positive signs in Pyongyang's talks with South Korea. Secretary of the State Madeleine Albright visited Pyongyang shortly thereafter. She met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-il to try and expand agreed framework and prepare a potential visit by President Bill Clinton, but the talks ultimately failed. 2002, the agreed framework set up by under the Clinton broke down. President George W. Bush, who took a harder line stance on Pyongyang than his predecessor, accused North Korea of cheating by secretly pushing a uranium enrichment program. North Korea accused the United States of backing out of its end of the deal. So, we see how that all went all them years. What makes a good movie? A good script, a thick plot. These memos don't hurt POTUS at all. In fact, they help him. Mueller investigating never really about POTUS at some point have been expected. Wouldn't it be interesting if Osama bin Laden showed up? Great actors, great script, and happy endings. Okay. So 1192 in the series at 22:13, 10:13 p.m. Q&A, 5 men, Q. Wow. So here we go, 1193. This came at, I'm just going to do the Q times, 22:15. He took a anonymous text and put HRC v dark web video fake news. Fake. We control. Q. Okay, there you go. So HRC, dark web video fake. Like I said, folks, I could never confirm nor deny. Just got to be careful to confirm and not just do a whole bunch of talking. Okay, 1194, Federal Reserve ending. Structure, Q. That was at 22:16, which would be 10:16 p.m. 1195. When will we find out about Seth Rich in Las Vegas? Q at 22:21, 10:21 p.m. Seth Rich connect to DNC, MS_13, JA. Why did the D's push legal rep on family? June, estimated time of arrival, Q. 1196. In the series, Q puts anonymous poster, will Europe really be broken from its chains too? Question mark. 22:23, so 10:23 p.m. WWQ. Let's see here. Can you help Canada? Need to get rid of Justin Castro. Jubilee. Are we safe? Will HRC be executed? World War. Awesome. RM, our guy, Alex Jones. When is Germany's time? Pretty much has to be World War for real change. Reminder is great. Worldwide, you say. Thank you. Okay, so like I said, I don't know. Some people think it's World War, some it's worldwide. Okay, 1197 in the series, will election fraud be revealed soon? 22:29, 10:29. Yes, midterms are safe. Watch California. Q. Okay. 1198, Q&A again. Time limited. Keep up the good fight. Q. So those are pretty relevant, folks, or, just straight what they are. Very cool to get a few answers. Okay, so this is a long one. It's been 28 minutes. A lot of reading. Again, I had some comments earlier in the last video I wanted to hit on. People were saying, hey, my spouse, my significant other is still asleep. And that can be a tough one, folks. Even with the video I did open up, that's something else. For years, we attack our neighbors, attack our loved ones, and you can't do it that way. You got to really just, it's about winning the hearts and minds. You just maybe find the right videos. Some people, it's just not for everybody. Like Q says, in the end, to know, the choice would be yours. There's just, but to attack somebody, you don't have a chance. If you call somebody you're evil and I'm good, right there, they're not. Nobody's gonna want to listen to you. I'm right, you're wrong. You can't. So if anything, in this whole Q collective, there's people out there that are writing the articles. There's people making the videos. You guys watching them, sharing them. That can be the part that you're doing. It's a collective thing. So But even if you are able to wake up your spouse, your significant other, in tidbits, little bits, that's huge. So if that's the only thing, or one of the only things you do, you wouldn't be wrong. Doing that, like you said, you know them better than anyone. And of course, coming at anyone, telling them they're wrong, stupid, that's the old way. And it didn't look where we're at. So again, it's, a lot of people have been saying it, hey, Trump ain't coming to save you, this and that. And, I don't think there is a Superman. There isn't one guy. I think this Q movement is for the world, for us to hear it, take it, and do something. If we ever get this future, to the future where, the best we can do is make sure we pay really close attention, more than we did before, and talk about it a lot, expose everything we see that's not right, ask questions, don't ever let it get to the point that it was. Because I guarantee it, if it was you or even me, I would be, if I was given the key to the world, all the power, I would be one of the first people to have my own agenda of what I desire, which would be, different from what it is now. I'm just saying that's how it works. So you gotta, I didn't mean my agenda would be bad. I just mean that's just how it is. I would want for the things that I want, what I'm doing now. So that would be my way, what I'm doing. Keeping it truth, keeping it free. And, that might be wrong to people. Freedom and truth, and it's wrong. Yeah, these people at the very top, they are more duped than your sleeping spouse. They've been tricked more than us. I guarantee they don't look at themselves as evil. Nobody gets up in the morning putting on their tie thinking they're going to be evil. Guarantee it, folks. They have justified it all in their minds. They're just more duped. These highest levels of people are just more duped and tricked than the rest of us. That's all. More asleep. Or duped. However you want to look at it. So proceed with caution. Don't make any enemies with your family. There's been years of that. People kind of separated or get in arguments, family squabbles. So just keep the peace. Things are going to change around everybody anyway. If we pull this off, if it's going the way it seems to be going, it's just going to happen naturally. Just like everyone's been duped naturally, it'll be twisted and be unduped naturally. And people will just accept it. It'll be a small change of even like, better foods in the store. It's already coming. More organic foods, and just, it'll be a smooth changeover, I believe. Just remember, 85% behind the scenes, 15 out in the open. Okay, I'm going to shut her down. We're going past 30 minutes. We're at 35. It's a little longer. I just checked for some more updates, and I'm not seeing anything. So I'm going to shut her all down and get some rest myself. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the channel. If you're new, please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell. Drop us some comments. And we will see you guys here real soon. Good evening, Godspeed, and God bless. And keep fighting the good fight. And spread the word. It's the best you can do. Good evening. God bless.
You know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
Froggy.